By now, you've probably heard of ChatGPT as artificial intelligence begins to insert itself into our lives. Then we hear that leaders in artificial intelligence development signing a letter saying it may be time to pause some of these areas of research and development. So, where does that leave us? Should we be worried about the future of artificial intelligence or excited about what's to come? Well, we asked a few people at UBCO for their take.
I think AI is a tool, and like all tools, it can be used for bad or it can be used for good, right? And so the people are least likely to sort of go along with such a pause might be the bad actors who are most likely to abuse it, right?
You mentioned before our interview that we're likely to start encountering more and more things where it's hard to determine what's real and what's a deep fake.
Exactly, yeah. So you can see an image of Donald Trump. I don't know.
Saying whatever.
Saying anything, right? Anybody saying or doing anything, or, Putin like going water skiing or whatever. And you won't know whether this is a real image or not. And pretty soon, you're going to be getting phone calls from someone that sounds exactly like your mother saying, I'm in Nigeria and I need $10,000, right? So we're going to be living in a world where you can't trust your senses quite as much.
In exciting parts, you'll see change happen so rapidly in terms of healthcare, in terms of technology that you could not have imagined 5 years ago. It'll just change so rapidly now. But with any strong technology, the potential of misuse is at the same level. So it all depends how it's used, where it's used, and I think one of the biggest problems which we'll see is, as humans, we'll make policies much later when something bad goes on. With AI, we cannot do that. We have to be with the progress of the AI technology. The policies have to be there right now. We cannot wait till we face a catastrophic event.
Just put this out as a question to both of you. You're the one that mentioned, other important advancements we've seen, in our world. When jobs get displaced, it's the heavy equipment operator or somebody with a manual job. These advancements will affect white-collar jobs, won't they?
Yeah, they absolutely have the potential to. So artists, actors, models, but also even lawyers, even surgeons, and medical experts, legal experts, all these white-collar areas are subject to change because part of these jobs could be potentially done by AI, I think, in the quite near future.
Right.
Even software engineers, that's the irony.
Right. Oh, yes.
Software engineers, like
absolutely.
Coding is like
yeah.
the biggest thing, but it's a structured problem. And any kind of structured problem, AI can do it better, faster, at scale, right? So coding goes away, copywriting, that's a problem. Any kind of legal paperwork, medical transcripting, so all operators, like phone operators, those kind of things. So most of those things, it's a bound problem, AI can do it better. So that's an impact we'll see, is like white collar jobs being transformed in the next 5 to 10 years completely.
And there was something I just heard. So there was a lot of talk in the last few weeks about people turning into prompt engineers. So their job becomes, just making better and better prompts for ChatGPT-like systems. But in fact, now there are companies who are developing prompt engineer software. So it's actually not even going to be necessary to sort of be really tricky about prompt engineering. So at a certain point, there were certain keywords that you could enter in that would change how ChatGPT responded to your prompts. So, adopt the persona of an medical expert and give me your answer, for example. But now, there's new AI systems that know that you should do that and that are going to make it easier and easier to not know all the specifics of prompt engineering and to just do your job as you naturally would. So,
Okay, so all these white-collar jobs, even the people who are developing software and coding, plus I would think other hard labor jobs also. Yeah. So mass unemployment.
Well, retraining, I think, is what is going to be necessary.
So it's more like there'll be a shift in what kind of jobs are available. So people, there will be some pain, definitely, but it will be kind of just like usually people have to shift to newer jobs. For example, the AI is fun in terms. For example, you can imagine a digital marketer AI, which develops its own creative, puts it on Facebook, puts a comment, tests it, and then improves on it and keeps doing it without any human in. So digital marketing is completely taken off our hands. I worked in digital marketing organizations, so that's something which is coming, right?
Yeah.
So there will be transformation, and we have to get used to it. I will say it will not be painless and everything will not be fine, but I'm hopeful that it will bring out new jobs, new kind of things to be done.